Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good. We've had worse.
No, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well...
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
So, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
Indeed. Fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic, after all.
Aha! So it is Alice!
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me. But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret? Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire? Ah, that's because it was the work of more than one person. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished. But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Oh.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers? With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Oh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
And this is...
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it. It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
It just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
Yep. With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
Yeah. Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
This magic really is incredible, huh? Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues. Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be? Hey, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go! Back in the Mondstadt Library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once. Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason.
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh? Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after. According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Gusha Biat? An experiment log? Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
Seeds brought on the wind, sprout.
Oh, wait! Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa. Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee. Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Well, did you manage to find them? Huh. This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we could tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them? Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well, did you manage to find them? Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. But it looks like a regular...
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place 500 years ago.
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads, but this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer. Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, Paimon thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
All right, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Wait, look!
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking. At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
I can hear now. Testing. Alright, y'all. I was taking some calls, but I'm here now.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
Yeah.
A story about me?
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I guess Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate. Like, I don't know how that works. Like, 'cause I know that it said, was it 7 days of Hanukkah? I don't know how it actually 100% works. And I don't want to pretend I do. I don't. Then we got Kwanzaa. But hope you have had a wonderful holiday.
Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Was that the same voice we heard just now? Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
Is that him?
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah. She loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold.
Yeah, we needed to get this Genshin underway.
There's something to be said for helping it along.
I
Perhaps
literally,
a little
I fell.
exploration
I wouldn't say
could prove
fell behind, but you know, normally I would have had something done.
Is that a hint?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna be making a call again to somebody, cause I told them I would, so I will go silent again at one point during the stream. So
For a moment,
just know
the
that.
Stormcrackers fell silent.
And someone might be
Perhaps
calling me,
waiting around
cause
wasn't
mine
such a
might be
bad
calling me.
idea after all. Yet those who never stray beyond the main plot often miss the fun little details along the way.
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
And how do we do that?
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Stay away from me! Ah.
Clearly, both the golden-haired traveler and the dragon youth were eagerly awaiting the little dragon's birth, though perhaps their longing burned a little too brightly. Still, such fiery anticipation might itself become a blessing. At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved, and you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
So, is that
The
him?
waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had three
Okay,
visitors
yeah,
by her
that's
side.
his mom.
Together,
I believe
they
so.
beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him
Okay,
a
so
life unlike
it's true.
that of
That's
the evil
him.
dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
Hmm? Hmm. I ain't on that. Let me see. Cause I can tell. Gee, I can tell you. Let me see. Oh yeah. So Genshin is not over on PS4 until next year. I forget which month it is, but right now it's still it's still going. Now you won't be able to purchase things from the shop, and when the final moment comes, you won't be able to log in through PS4 at all. So yeah.
True.
So once that's done and said, then it'll be over on PS4. So we just taking time. Like I said, I'm downloading stuff right now. So, there it go.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create.
Don't you go to work tomorrow?
Dearies. Toodles!
Oh, man. Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later,
I
we'll
mean,
end up being whisked off
I'm
to
more
another
concerned
world
that you're
again.
not gonna be able to
If that
sleep
happens,
since you woke up
who
from a
knows when
nap.
we'll be able to come back.
That itis kicked
So it might
in.
be
That's
good
what
to
that
take a break
is.
while we can.
A break.
That's why I didn't eat
Yeah.
yet, y'all. I literally just finished cooking probably about maybe an hour
We
ago.
happen to be in Mondstadt,
And
so...
so, shoot.
So
I was about to
let's meet
eat
up here
and then
later.
get sluggish
I
and
need to
then be
find Miss
falling
Lisa
asleep.
to return
So,
those books anyway.
yeah. That's how I eat later on. So, let's see. Let's see. Wait a minute. How long does that take? Hold on a second. Because, I mean, I don't think I want to be just doing this and thing.
Huh. Paimon doesn't remember seeing this many manuscripts last time we were here. So, she wrote this many books even after Durin was born? Let's see. Weird. Is it just that Paimon hasn't read enough, or were none of these ever actually published? Wonder which story these are for. Well, looks like a lot of work went into it, so it must be a pretty great one.
Well, let's see. Because that's what it's going to be. Alright, so we gotta wait for the thing to actually do clues. Oh, please, I'm having a moment, Mr. Sheriff. Shit. Oh, that's right. Well, so much for that. I was gonna maybe try to do the thing. Let's see. No. Eh. Let's try this. Alright, so that's that. Can we sit? Wait, do we? Okay, we saw that. Can we go back? I mean, because this was the only thing they said is actually go back and look at things. So I don't know, yeah. That's.
Paimon doesn't remember seeing this many manuscripts.
I guess it is the same thing.
Weird. Wonder which story these are for.
Okay, so let's see.
Well,
So that's the exact same thing. I mean, how long are we waiting for a clue to show up? Because we don't want to be doing all that. Let's look for anything that might seem off. Because Alice did say something about going back and exploring things. Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like anything. Wait, hold on. What is this? Wait. Well, that would be just trigger the same thing. Hold on a second. Let me try. Let me look. Alright, let's see. Alright. Maybe there's a clue. Maybe the thing is now open. Let's see. Let's speak to Jern. Let's see.
If you feel like checking it out again, just come find me.
I don't want to check anything out. Oh. Okay. So now I see what they meant by give yourself 5 calendar days now. Okay. Well, isn't that something? Alright, 18 days for that. 10 for this. Okay. That's some straight up booty, y'all. Yeah, now I see what they meant by give yourself the 5 calendar days. Because it's going to take 5 days for you to complete that. Okay, y'all. During this thing, I'm probably going to do that off stream. Because I want to be able to actually do this and get that completed so I can get those things. Yeah. Let me get rid of D-Look real fast.
quite flattered. Wow! So many texts! Paimon's never seen dragons find this busy.
Hey, we're about to see more busy. When I said, don't you have to work tomorrow? Because I said you may not be able to sleep tonight.
Sorry, I was chatting away and didn't even notice you arrive. It's so good to see you again. Oh, I was just discussing competition stuff with Mr. Hines. So what brings you to Dragonspine? Not a commission, I
feels
assume.
like only yesterday I was doing those missions for what's the dude's name? Baron Bunny and what is that thing's name? I can't think of it at all. But it's Kale's animal companion.
Well then, you've come to the right people. Mr. Hines and I are staff on the organizing committee here.
Hello, honorary knight. And you must be Paimon. Field Officer Hines, First Company, Knights of Favonius. It's an honor to meet you both. The contest hasn't kicked off yet. We're still in the process of issuing the spectator tickets and VIP tickets. Speaking of which, take these. We reserved a couple of VIP tickets for you.
How did you know we were coming?
You're welcome.
Wow.
You mentioned an organizing committee. Is that for the Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge? That's what we saw on the flyer.
Yup, the organizing committee is a joint effort between the Knights of Favonius and representatives from Springvale. More specifically, Hines and I are in charge of registrations and security, while the Springvale team is responsible for refereeing and support. So any problems, just come find us. We're here to make sure all contestants and spectators have an enjoyable experience.
This is the biggest contest of its kind we've ever had. A lot of international contestants have signed up, even some from Natlan. It's sure to be an exciting few days.
Oh, Natlan? I think I know who you mean. If we're thinking of the same team, there's this one contestant with pink hair and a really impressive pair of horns on her head. Also, she has a huge appetite. A lot of the staff really enjoy dining with her. The way she relishes her food, it puts everyone else in the mood to eat too. Then there's the girl with the stripy yellow and black tail. It's so fluffy and cute. But she seems super cool though. I wouldn't dare call her cute to her face.
Okay, those definitely sound like people we know.
Oh, no way! You know them? Well, if you want to find them, their team's camp is over there. Their tent has a really unique design. You can't miss it. Honestly, it's a really cool camp in general. Plus, they brought a whole stash of comic books with them.
Paimon sees it! We'll go check it out later. Thanks, Amber.
Great. Oh, and when you do, any chance you could borrow one of their comic books for me? Their team's always talking about the comics they read, and it's gotten me kind of curious. I would go ask them myself, but I can't really leave my post.
Sure, no problem. Leave it to us.
But we'll try to do our conquest with y'all. You know.
So you're looking for the captain and vice captain?
Traveler? I thought I was seeing things. I can't believe it's really you.
She looks different now.
Don't even go there. Please. I'm supposed to be on vacation here. However much I want to finish my thesis, I'm only human. I've been fighting a losing battle with it recently. Right now, I feel completely defeated by it. It's knocked me to the ground, and I'm just gonna lie here until I'm ready to get up and face it again. Until then, I'm begging you, please, please don't bring up my thesis.
Wow! We've run into so many people we know already. What a small world! Since we all know Larissa and Shilonen, that makes things a lot easier. We heard they're taking part in the cross-country contest, so we thought we'd come say hi.
They're not here right now. But if you're not in a hurry, you're welcome to stick around the camp and wait.
Sounds good. Your tents are really cool, by the way. Ah, and there's that stash of comic books Amber mentioned. Oh yeah, a friend of ours mentioned that. Hearing you all talk about comic books got her interested too. Which series have you guys been reading?
Comics? So, you two are fellow comic book lovers? And so the truth comes to light.
Intensity draws intensity. The strongest will surely cross paths with the strongest. Thus it was written, and thus has it come to pass.
You approach us humbly in search of the truth.
And I, Tong Yigang, will show you the light. The series you speak of is a Bible to us, the Legion of Soul Blazers.
What did we just step into?
The Soul Blazer Saga.
But what is a Soul Blazer, I hear you ask? And what kind of organization is the Legion of Soul Blazers? Yigang, answer me this. What are the founding tenets of the Legion of Soul Blazers?
Answer you I shall. Tenet the first. If you think bitter tears and strong words are enough to broker peace, you are woefully naive. Tenet the second. I pledge to give my life fighting the forces of eternal darkness, even if we
For real, geek me out. Because this is what this is turning into.
Even unto death. Our motto is...
Through pain and defeat, I shall never fear. I will always champion love and imagination.
Also, it may interest you to know that those two tenets are actually taken directly from the series itself. Soul Blazer 6, Shadow of Tenebrium.
Exactly what my character's looking, that's what I'm thinking right now. Like, really?
Why aren't you saying anything? Didn't that make you feel something? Like, light a fire in your heart? Not even a little spark?
Honestly? No. It was all kind of abstract. Paimon couldn't really follow.
This is a failure of immeasurable proportions.
You'd better stop lighting fires in people's hearts, or you'll burn them to a crisp.
Vice Captain! Thank goodness you're back. Listen,
For the rest, it's actually...
It's okay, I don't need all that. The look on the
she's
Traveler
actually the
and
actual
Paimon's
captain?
faces tells
Wow.
me everything I need to know. Let me guess. Alrani and Tong Yigang said a bunch of stuff and it was all pretty baffling, right? Yeah, just think of it as them kidding around, like an inside joke you're not in on. They probably hit you with a barrage of quotes from the Soul Blazer Saga, a comic book series published by the AI Publishing House. Also, every time you hear Legion of Soul Blazers, think comic book fan club.
Oh, okay. That clears everything up. Well, except, why did this fan club suddenly decide to meet in Mondstadt?
Well, beats me, but I'm sure they'll happily answer that question, with plenty of gratuitous passion and drama. I'm pretty sure Alrani doesn't even know why they're here. But if you ask them, they'll probably say something like...
Because we are Soul Blazers. The passion of youth is strong with us, and it demands that we heed the call to adventure. With every great trial comes great opportunity.
Yeah, something like that. But more to the point, though, it was one of their members, Minnie, who suggested they hold their next meeting here. The Dragon Spine cross-country contest? Yeah, was her idea, too. And after much consideration, they thought Minnie's suggestion was a good idea, so they went ahead with it. And that's how the Legion of Soul Blazers and I ended up here.
Absolutely! I made sure to bring a few extra copies in case we happen to run into some like-minded people. Who's your friend? Where are they based?
She's actually on the organizing committee. Her name's Amber. Wears a red bow, bubbly personality. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, I know who you mean. She's super friendly. I can run over a copy to her right now.
I'll come with.
Perfect. Thanks, you two. Oh, and Traveler, you still want to say hi to Veressa? She's over at the training grounds. Yeah, guess my nap will have to wait then. Okay, fine if you insist. Let's go. Veressa and Minnie are training together. They've been at it all day. But it is freezing out here. So it's time to call it.
Yeah, it's resting.
Hey, Marissa! We've come to watch you train.
Wait, was that Paimon? Paimon, Traveler! I've missed you guys so much.
Ah, that's sweet.
So Alrani and Igong were just quoting lines at you? Way to make a first impression.
Exactly! Their whole conversation was like a closed loop. Even Paimon couldn't find a way in.
If it were me, I would have started with maximum power.
That doesn't exactly welcome people into the conversation either. Especially not when they see you hoisting Minnie up into the air and spinning her around in circles the first time you all meet up, before anyone's even said a word.
Oh, crumbs. Yeah, now I think about it, that's pretty embarrassing.
Oh, don't worry about the rest, so you good.
I mean, we all kind of knew each other, but only through writing letters and trading illustrations. That was our first time meeting in person. I just got overexcited when I recognized Minnie. Couldn't help myself.
Hold on. You two traveled here together, right? So, why did you say the Legion of Soul Blazers and I when you were introducing everyone earlier?
No, it's because I'm not a member of their fan club. Nepeka is. I'm sort of standing in for her. Yeah, pretty good. She's eating, getting enough sleep, and doing well in her studies. Hooked on comic books, though. And that's where Minnie comes in. They're, pen pals. Nepeka's always telling me how amazing Minnie is. She's such a great artist, knows how to make comic book props, gives the best life advice. Honestly, she made her sound more like a mom than a peer, so I was pretty surprised when I got her and found out that nope, Minnie's actually pretty young. Anyway, when Nepeka heard that Minnie had suggested a cross-country contest on Dragonspine, she wanted to join in. But she's in no condition for extreme sports, and, well, she knows it, so instead, she asked me to go represent her at the contest and say hi to Minnie while I'm here.
And I'd been preparing to go traveling for a while anyway, so we figured we'd team up.
Uh-huh, and before I knew it, I'd inexplicably ended up with the title of Vice Captain.
Well, yeah. You were the obvious choice. You're clearly captain material, and, you know, the best vice captains are the ones you can turn to and say, keep this up. I know you'll make captain one day.
You could also argue that the person who is clearly captain material should be made captain, but hey, what would I know? Never mind. I refuse to get drawn into that whole discussion. Anyway, I'm mostly here to buy souvenirs for Nepeka. Oh, it's like a Soul Blazer themed,
action figure?
Merch!
Oh, okay, merch, I guess. Basically badges, novelty notepaper with character art, reprints of old comics, painted wooden character cutouts. What's with that look for Essa? Did I say something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. It's just kind of strange hearing you talk all about that merch with such a straight face. The thought of Shilonin, the master craftswoman, carrying boxes of merch back home to Natlan? It's such a funny image. That's a pretty long list, too. Did Nepeka really ask for all that?
Oh, no, she'd never ask other people to buy gifts for her. It's not in her nature. But based on what I know about her, I'm sure she'll appreciate some, merch. I still prefer souvenirs personally, but...
Oh, definitely! Nepeka will be over the moon! You really understand her, Shilonen. You're like her older sister.
Oh, close enough. I mean, we are technically family. Although we haven't known each other long, so I can't claim to understand her that well. I'm still learning.
Push-up. I mean, Veressa, I finished my push-ups.
That makes 4 sets, right? Good job! Time for a breather. Minnie, I'd like to introduce you to the Traveler and Paimon. They're friends of me and Shilonen. We met in Natlan.
Wait. Blonde hair, flying companion. Are you Mondstadt's honorary knight? Wow. I can't believe I get to meet you in person. I heard about you from my older brother. He works at the tavern, so he hears all the local gossip from the customers.
Tell me what else he's
You
heard.
go from nation to nation, making a huge name for yourself each time? Like a real-life comic book hero. So cool. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Of all the adventures you've had, which is the most memorable?
That's hard to tell because I've just seen a lot.
Sounds like Fiatenna's homeland is just as magical as in the stories.
Oh, you have no idea. Where I'm from, in the Collective of Plenty, we live right next to a huge volcano. And when it erupts, it sends fireballs shooting all over the place. Super dangerous, obviously, but it's the perfect place for hero training.
You know how much I've always wanted to take a trip away from Mondstadt? Just get away and see the outside world.
You totally should. Mondstadt's supposed to be the land of freedom, right? So, what's stopping you?
It's just...
Mm-hmm.
If the honorary knight's journey is anything to go by, it sounds so daunting. Surely you gotta be really tough to keep pressing on through so many dangers. I just don't know if I'm up to it.
The Traveler sets a pretty high bar for toughness, that's for sure. But you know, we each make our own journey at our own pace. So stay strong and soldier on. Just like Fiatenna. In moments of doubt, following her example will never lead us astray.
You're right. Okay, I won't give up. If nothing else, I have to make good on the deal with my parents. Train hard and get a good race time.
A deal with your parents? You didn't mention that before.
Oh, yeah. Well...
You'll be fine. I do the same thing with my coach Yansan. Before every competition, I promise her I'll get a better result than the last time. You can never know for sure how it'll go, but sometimes having that pressure can really help with motivation. That being said, you can't forget to have fun. Don't lose sight of that. It's the whole reason you organized this Dragonspine meetup in the first place.
You're right. Still, this is a competition. Sure, I might not win, but I still want to be proud of my result.
Alrighty. Well, if you want to kick some butt in this contest, then let's get back to training.
Sure. Watch out, Veressa. This time, I'm gonna keep up with you.
Enough. You only just finished training. Veressa, I'm sure you're still raring to go, but Minnie, you have to rest if you want to recover.
But I'm fine.
Yeah.
Your stomach begs to differ. Sounds like it's time to eat.
Yep. You gotta eat hard to train hard.
It's true. Diet is an essential part of any training program. I can share Coach Yansan's special recipes with you. You'll wake up tomorrow bursting with energy. Guaranteed.
Really? What about the local food in Mondstadt, though? Any idea what would make a good post-workout meal?
I'm not too sure, but you can never go wrong by listening to your stomach. I think start with a meat natto, Then move on to a grilled fish and mint sauce, a few tacos, some stuffed and mashed potatoes, wash it down with a grain fruit meat soup, then finish it off with an apple roly-poly for dessert.
What? All that for one person?
Yup. Open your mind and stomach, relish the delicious flavors, and before you know it, you'll demolish everything.
Yeah, I'm doing some stuff. Like, I guess I should share with you now that I actually did get a PS5. Because I've been doing some things, getting that ready and things, downloading things. So, you'll get to see some things. Because like I said, the main reason for getting it was because of Genshin. Like I said, Marvel Rivals had came to the PS4. And so, I wasn't as
We're almost back at the camp.
eager to get it at that point, but I put a lot of time into Genshin, y'all. And I want to see it, how it would play out in the
Soul
end.
Blazer Saga Volume 2. I figured other people might want to read it, so I made sure to bring some extra copies.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it looks like I somehow forgot to pack Volume 1 in my luggage. Shame. It's always best to start from the beginning when you're trying to get your friends into a new comic series. Anyway, take a look in your free time, see what you think. I really hope you like it. It would be so cool to have an awesome person like you in the fan base.
Girl, I'm my own comic book hero.
Alright. We're gonna meet back up with the others. Come hang out with us again soon, okay?
Very well.
Whatever happened to the best defense is a good offense. Wanjiru, what are we waiting for?
Patience, Fietena. Timing is everything. Our victory depends on it.
There he is! Wanjiru is right. This is your first lesson, Fietena. How to decide when the moment is right. The leader of this horde of monsters has now shown himself. Defeating him is the key to turning the tide. Now the real battle can begin. Fietena, are you ready? This is what we've been waiting for. Come on!
Wanjiru tells me this is Fietena's first battle. If she gets scared, she can hide behind us.
You guys are underestimating her.
Quit joking around, guys. Yes, this is my first battle, but I'll make it one to remember. The Pyro Archon will face down the leader while we mop up the minions. That's the plan, right? There's no backing out now. Let's do this!
Why did it have to end there? Fietena and her buddies fought an amazing battle. Paimon really wants to see what happens next. Let's go meet up with Paressa and her team when we get the chance. We can ask them what happens in the next volume.
Well, I have a feeling that it's going to be one of those, we don't know what's happening. And then we have to go look for another copy. Ugh. We got a bunch of things going on here. Snow trace, and I'm thinking wind trace. Everybody having themselves a little party over here. Yeah, you've already met this. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do this. I've done this before multiple times, so trust me when I say this. This is not my first go to this. So what this is, basically, we have to, as I said, hide and seek, and there's a person who captures people and stuff and everything. It's interesting to say the least. I mean, it's kind of fun, but it's also kind of, I suppose it would depend on if you like this kind of stuff or not. Okay. Okay, so Lumine is the hunter. I know, like, heck, you better not be dying in this behind that. Crap. Isn't it funny? This is called supposed to be snow trace. They call it wind trace. Okay, wind trace. I mean, snow trace. What do we actually have to do? Alright. Alright, this. Let's do quote unquote fun game. I mean, all it is wind trace. They just call it snow trace. Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, I would hope that you stay calm. It's just a game. You know what? I'm gonna be like, oh my god, they're gonna get me. No. I ain't doing all that now. I will say this about Snow Trace, though. I am not a fan of this hoe getting turned into an ice. Like a snowman. Yeah, that snow stuff is for the birds when it comes down to it. Run for it! Wow. You really doing it too. Get in there. Eee. Well, this will be fun because I suck at this, you know. Yeah, at least they got two of them. Cannot wait to actually eat, y'all. Shit, that chicken was smelling great. Shit. Might as well if you like this deck little game, it's amazing, but I actually don't really care for it too much. I mean, it's nice to do something, you know, different, but you know. But let's see. So he should only, let me see. So we've been 1,000. What does he need now? Okay, so one more. We just gotta get 1,000. We don't even have to win it. As long as we can get 1,000, we good. Next. Go, Yamiya. She definitely sounded like she would read that comic. Oh. Oh wait, he's so. See.
your turn.
Time for takeoff. Chia, chia, chia. Boom, boom. Chia, chia, chia.
Use the force authorized.
Run while you still can.
Beware the creatures of the night.
Stay away from me!
Use the force authorized.
What a waste time for your arraignment! Incinerate!
That's all right this time.
Here comes
Think you can get away?
The abyss is burning! Shadow! Devouring!
Be silent.
Boom! Time for takeoff.
Change of plan.
Observe. Be silent.
Use the force authorized.
The long sleep beckons.
Let's play!
Devouring claw!
Observe. Close your eyes.
Think you can get away?
Use the force authorized.
Incinerate!
All right. Here comes another one.
It's really not. Honestly, I just said it the chat there. I really don't like playing that mode at all. I mean, it's okay, I suppose, if you want something else to do, but overall, nah. Mm-mm. What we're gonna do, we're gonna have shooting, jungling.
Solidify!
Ding dong water bomb!
It all adds up. The mystery unravels. It all falls into place. Let's see what you're made of.
Be silent. To dust.
Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. It all adds up.
The night cometh.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. falls into place. Seek within.
This is order. Close your eyes. Be silent.
No me chao. No me.
No more lies.
Stabilize.
It all ends.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent. Gather! I will have order.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
Observe. Close your eyes. Stabilize.
Witness my rise.
Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent. Close your eyes. Order guide you. Solidify. Observe. Do you fear the dark? Stabilize. Be silent.
Laid bare. This is where you
The long Sleep beckons. Close your eyes.
Let me see what did I do wrong with this one. Because, I mean, that's a huge difference. Let me see something. I would at least like to at least get that much. So, let me see. What is this one? Again above. Oh. Well, hold on a minute. Does hers do that? Normal text do elemental? Well, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. That means we need somebody who actually does elemental damage. Give me a second. Let's see. Where's Jean Fair? There she is. Because her normal attack does actually do that. Let me see. Let's see what we're doing. Well, we didn't have no swirl characters, so that ain't going to be a thing. Overload? No, we did have that. We do have that now. Let's see. Since that's what this is. All right. Let's see.
Oz for V. Inadmissible evidence. Motion to compel.
Stabilize.
There is no escape. Incinerate.
As you wish, mein Fräulein. This is order.
Shine down. Ba-boom! Breath of the flame.
Order guide you. Quake!
There is no escape. By royal decree. Incinerate. Time for your arraignment. Illusion shut. Midnight fantastic. Breath of the flame.
All right. Better. Okay.
Observe. To dust. Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes.
Flash attack! Strike a pose! Torn to oblivion!
Your journey ends here.
Target practice.
Observe. Your journey ends to dust. The long sleep beckons.
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust.
Let my name echo in song! Shower me with... Flash attack! Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
Some target practice.
Your journey ends here. Be silent.
Some target practice.
Close your eyes. Night falls. Be silent. Observe. Night falls.
Shine down!
Well, that one actually was pretty good. Maybe I'll try later on to see if I can get maybe better. Who knows? Okay, let's see. There's wow. Right, is this? Oh yeah, that's Mika. Indeed. We'll just skip on through this because I think. Alright, let's do that. You know, this is just the mini games. I actually still have to do the actual quest, but like I said, we got a little time. Like I said, if I need to do things differently, I can do it. Yeah. The main goal is just making sure that we actually get we get through what we need to get through. I forgot that the main quest and the mini things are separate. Okay. Good. See, it's so close up on me. So you can see some of the things and that things here. I'm going to reset it. Because I already messed up. Let's redo that because it said I already messed it. Rich, give me a moment. I gotta mute myself again because I gotta return a call. There's a MBX there right there. Good lord, there's a bunch of these. Wait a minute. Have I done the dance? I have not. Okay, so I guess they're saying is I can use that little thing to yeah, so hang on a minute. Give me a second, John. Cause y'all, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna be getting ready to eat soon. Just like I said.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of human.
Add Ast. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
He's just okay, so we don't need to worry about that. All right.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Hello there, little one. What a lovely surprise. Where have your travels taken you recently? Oh, they all sound quite adorable. It must have been quite an adventure for them, coming from far and wide, crossing national boundaries to meet with kindred spirits. Ah, it's a tale filled with the romance of youth. The Soul Blazer saga seems to have quite a strong following. Maybe it's time to run another round of reprints. With such a dedicated fan base, it's only right to throw a token of gratitude their way. How about some free comic books, There's quite a large group of you. I'll need to make sure there's enough to go around. These are first edition prints. You won't find them for sale anywhere. Take good care of them now.
Yeah, we doing some of this stuff offline, yeah. Cause I gotta catch up.
I'll take that as a yes then. Ah, finally, you're here! Do you have a message for me from someone by any chance? There's not a single prophecy about you in that dictionary. That's what you were about to say, right? Oh? One moment then. Your curiosity seems as strong as ever, Barbeloth. Alas, my future will have to remain absent from your dictionary. The wind may be happy to let dandelions trace its form and have poets sing it into verse, but to be contained is hardly its nature. So, dear Barbeloth, please do set your pen down. Words heard on the wind are not meant to be recorded on the page. If you're truly interested in this legend, allow me to fashion it into a poem. I'll be sure to share it with you ladies at our next tea party. Barbeloth has always been a reasonable person, and I believe she heard my request. As such, our conversation should be free from interruptions for now.
Wait! Barbeloth was listening in just now? Paimon didn't notice a thing!
Well, she is a Hexenzirkel mage. They all have quite a few tricks up their sleeves.
Still, you noticed right away and even got her to leave us alone. Doesn't that make you the real master at cards here?
Given the various practical factors at play, I'd call myself a master with limits.
There you go, being all secretive again. Well, anyway, there wasn't a single thing about you in that dictionary.
You being here is enough. Barbeloth's prophecy concerning me may be incomplete, but it's not incorrect. There's something I need to do, and I could indeed use your help. Trusty as always. In that case, could you play a song with me later? Yep, that's all. But don't worry. This isn't a performance to decide the fate of some consequential event. It's just a duet between friends. The last time I played this song, the howling gale was my sole audience, and the notes scattered in all directions, leaving only fragments of the melody behind. But now, with a friend like you by my side, why should the wind alone bear witness to this music? Besides, I think my hands will be just that much steadier, playing alongside a trusty friend like you. That's all I ask. Now, let's head to the performance venue. If we follow the breeze, we'll be there in no time.
Wait, is he gonna give us a ride?
All right, let's get going. Just relax and let the wind lead the way.
Well, if Vindy could have always did this, he could have helped a long time ago.
No need to hold your breath. In and out. Easy does it. I let the birds know we would be coming, so we won't run into them.
You think that place is it? I think this is a different one. I thought this was that place and it...
Don't worry. It's just a little ocean spray. You won't get soaked. Ah, the delightful sea breeze. Go on, breathe it in. We're almost there.
Okay, no, this is... Wait. No. Oh. Where is this a place? Let's get into a cutscene. There we go.
Huh. This island looks kind of familiar.
I think wait, this is that island, I think.
Not always. It was once an isle like any other. An ordinary, unassuming aggregation of sand and gravel. That is, until seeds of stories were brought here by the wind and cultivated by time. And in due course, the wind brought forth new tales, and time caused them to grow into legends. So with that, allow me to welcome you in truth to this island favored by time, traveler. This is the place where time and wind met in the distant past.
Whoa. You suddenly sound so serious, Tone Deaf Bard. Paimon's not sure she's following this conversation anymore either.
Fret not, dear Paimon. The best stories always start with a bit of suspense and intrigue. I told you about this before, remember? About how I encountered time at the Thousand Winds Temple and received some help? Well, it was because of time's help that those first winds of freedom were able to blow so strongly. But forceful gales like that are most suited to wiping things clean, not helping things grow. So, after a few crises in Mondstadt were resolved, I made the winds gentler. Just strong enough to bolster the people in times of need without knocking them off their feet. Shadows gather in the distance. I'm sure you felt it too. I've heard about the Pyro Archon's face-off with the ruler of death, Renova, and what happened to the Fatui Harbinger, the captain. And that's not even mentioning how abyssal activity has been encroaching closer and closer to Mondstadt. I fear the impending crisis may be beyond what humans alone can solve. In light of that, I need to be prepared. It is the Animo Archon's duty to intervene in times of need. As such, I, Barbados, will bring forth a wind strong enough to disperse whatever storm lies ahead. But if I whip up a gale of such strength in Mondstadt City, it would just turn the place upside down. Clothes, hats, the flowers that rest on people's balconies. That's why I chose to do it here. The place where I once offered an ode to time. Who knows? Perhaps time shows this island special favor precisely on account of my lovely, lovely music.
Seeing Vintage serious?
Is this place really that special? It sure doesn't look like it. There's a tide that ebbs and flows, and a bunch of birds that come and go. It just seems normal.
Time's impact on things isn't limited to what the eye can see. Think of it like a ripe sunsetia. If the outer peel remains intact, it's nearly impossible for the average person to tell whether the fruit inside is ripe. But even the tiniest hole in said peel will cause the fruit to rot, starting from that spot. Nestled in the hands of time, not one blemish marks this island's peel. Thus, time's influence on its very essence remains hidden to all. At the most fundamental level, of course, all things that lack time's favor will be erased at some point. But with the power that remains here, I can leverage time to draw a boundary around the wind.
Yeah, I'm reading some of these quests and stuff off stream, but I do want to do Archon quests because we've done that together.
Of course, as the one requesting help, I should offer something in return. That's why I invited you here, traveler, so we could perform an ode to time together. Just let me know when you're ready. Oh, and I can lend you an instrument if you need one. Great.
Start. What am I doing? Hold on a minute.
Looks like our music has moved some in our audience to step on stage. But that's against concert rules, so let's usher them out. I understand your love for music, of course. But for now, I'm going to have you leave the premises.
I will have order.
Time for takeoff.
Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls.
Rise!
Be silent.
All right, that should do it. That was an exquisite performance, Traveler. Thank you. Ah, don't worry. That power was mine and mine alone. No external help was involved. Think of it like tuning a musical instrument so that it might play melodies lovelier still.
Ha! So you do have some tricks up your sleeve. What else are you hiding, huh?
Oh, Paimon. How many tricks could I possibly have? I only have 2 sleeves, after all.
You know that's not what Paimon meant, Tone-Deaf Bard.
I have a feeling the wind is gonna be pretty strong today. We should head back to Mondstadt and tell people to hold on to their hats.
Alright, y'all, that's all we're gonna do. So like I said, I gotta eat and it's getting later by the minute. So, we go on in. See who be on. Let's see. Like I said, I was cooking, so that's another reason why we kind of, you know. Well, plus, that was pretty useful. Alright, I've been already caught up. Let's do that. Let's go and give it to caught up. Hope everybody had a great holiday. Like I said, my holiday hasn't ended yet. I usually see it through until New Year's, so I'm still gonna have the All I Want for Christmas, then all that's still gonna be going on here. So, excuse me. So, other than that, I hope y'all have had a great holiday, had a great day, about to have a great day, or are having a great day. Be sure to stay warm or cool, depending on where you are in the world. Be sure to eat, hydrate, rest, take your pills and your vitamins. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm trying to think, would it be better to just come back on this, and that might be what I do, and I said might, but like I said, I'm probably gonna do some things offline too, but I don't know, I might not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I never give a definite, because I still gotta do GTA with y'all. Remember? So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, I'm gonna get in here. I'm about to stuff my face. Okay, so yeah. But tell Kai hello. Let him know that Hero sent you, and I am out of here. Take care of yourselves. Bye. Mm-hmm. Hey.